What's going on, guys? Mitch here, and today we are taking a look at this bad boy right here. This is the sworks Power Mirror in a 143 saddle, and you will have seen this saddle now multiple times on the channel. I've done this, I don't know, 3 or 4 times now on this saddle, as well as Power Mirror Pro, and have I done an expert? I may have, I don't know. The one saddle that I cannot seem to shake that ends up on all my bikes, this is going to go on the Cervelo S5. So, you know, a little bittersweet, but, you know, it's a saddle that I really enjoy. It's really comfortable, and I figured I would just do another quick unboxing on this saddle, show you kind of what it is, and talk about some of the features and why it's been working so well with me. I think now I've got to be in the 30, 40, 50,000 kilometer conversation on a bunch of different versions of this. So let's open it up, talk about it. Alright, so just like that, we are unboxed. And first and foremost, when you get one of these in your hands, it's, you know, just take a time, take a minute to look at it in all its glory. Look at all those amazing 3D printed kind of little curvatures and design elements. I have had a couple guys pick these up from AliExpress, and it's basically the same thing without that little specialized logo in the back. Now, as I understand, these are 3D printed in the US, so they're not made overseas, and reminder, the foam densities on these actually vary from front to back, and it's pretty clear when you start feeling and you cop a feel all the way down. You know, it's quite firm around the sit bones, but as you kind of roll down, it actually kind of gets softer, especially around the front where your giblets would hang. It's quite soft up front versus quite firm in the back. So just because it looks the same doesn't mean it has the same densities, doesn't mean it has the same densities throughout, etc. Now, I did a video installing this, not this saddle, but a different version of this saddle on the Tarmac SL8, which is the same process as the SL7. You essentially just access, I think, one Allen key through the front, through the honeycomb, and as you can kind of see, it can line up at varying angles. And don't worry about this, it's super flexible, and if you're worried about moving an Allen key in there and moving that honeycomb around, you know, remember, your twig and berries are going to be hanging on that and moving this around. So, you know, a little Allen key in there, moving that is not going to harm anything. It's quite resilient. If we flip this guy around, we do have some instructions for use, which we're going to immediately get rid of and never use again. But, you know, actually it is probably a good idea to read that, just so you guys know, just for the carbon rail. You do have to get a special, I think it's 7x9 clamp adapters on some of the Revell seat posts. Be aware on that. Side clamp versus top loading clamp, there's different adapters you need. We will not be going through that, but as you can see, there's some sanded kind of rails here, which is pretty sweet for grip, so it's quite comfortable, and it is marked for accuracy, which is cool, but it is carbon fiber. As I said before, there's a version of this called the Pro, which I have on the Athos, which is essentially the same seat, just with, I think, a composite base and alloy rails, which I will probably get another one of those for another bike, which you should see here in the next week or so. Carbon fiber base, super light, but still not crazy light for what a saddle is in this kind of day and age. I think it is a little portly compared to some of the like ultra carbon, you know, no padded kind of stuff, but you can see on the back here, body geometry, sworks power technology mirror with 143. We do have these SWAT adapters, which you can get a bunch of different accessories to mount, like your Varia, saddlebags, tube storage, etc. I've yet to try that, but certainly something worth kind of looking at down the road, as it's just nice to have options. Super breathable as well, being 3D printed. Your butt doesn't tend to get super toasty riding a saddle like this, because it's just ventilated throughout, and that's one of the reasons I love it, aside from being like ultra comfortable in every single aspect known to man. Super cool. So wanted to just show you the saddle. It's going to be going on the Cervelo S5 here. Do a quick talk video. I know I've reviewed it in the past, and I've done, geez, a number of install videos. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but given that I have never installed a saddle on the S5, maybe I will do a quick video on how to, because I'm sure someone's curious as much as I am. And also pay attention to the date codes. They say that these saddles are only supposed to be used for 3 years. Not sure if that really matters. I think the one on the Athos is already 3, so, and it's still doing fine, but they do say, I believe you're supposed to replace them every 3 years. So it is what it is. What else? What else can I talk about on this? I think that might be it. Carbon rail, carbon base, 3D printed top, made in Cali, and I have not had any issues, so more to come on this guy. So I will leave you with that. If you want to have any questions for me, just drop them below and I'll get back to you guys. Otherwise, look for an install here shortly on the Cervelo S5. Alright guys, later.